Hi, for part two of this, we're going to look at Colorado's use of wood products. Remember, you can pause at any time to look at this in more detail. This is produced in 2001 by Denny Lynch and Kurt Mackey, both professors at CSU. So lumber uses. Let's start with lumber uses. Colorado consumption of lumber. Residential framing accounts for 602 million board feet. So construction of new houses in Colorado, 51,156 new houses in 1998. Consumption of timbers separated by end use, 11 million board feet for landscaping, 8.2 for railroad ties. Panel separated by end use is residential sheathing, units in million square foot, 479, enough to cover 4,954 football fields. Now, another use of wood products is mulch, chips, and sawdust, and 0.8 million cubic yards is needed for horse bedding in the state of Colorado, 0.282 million cubic yards for small animal bedding, which means that we could produce a lot of that right here in state. 526,000 Christmas trees were sold in Colorado in 1999. 90% came from out of state. As far as retail values, $628 million for lumber. And then you can see it goes down to panels, and then round wood, wood energy, which we're going to talk about next. Where does the wood come from? The percentage of lumber directly shipped to Colorado by region, 65% comes from the West. 31 to 34% from Idaho, next to Oregon and Washington. Percent of lumber shipments from Canada, 73 to 76% from British Columbia. And percent of lumber shipments from the southern region by state, Louisiana and second Arkansas. Does that surprise anybody? What about Colorado forests? There are 13.7 million acres of U.S. Forest Service land in Colorado. Annual growth is 1.3 billion board feet. 51.5 million board feet cut from 2.8 million acres. Less than 8 million board feet from private and state, and a total of 109 million board feet cut in Colorado. This is 8%, only 8% of the wood used in Colorado for board foot products. The last thing we're going to look at is biomass as energy. Please click on this link and answer the questions following this.